So here's a fun question. What would happen if you were walking along the road one day and then Steve Rogers walked by you and you said, "Hey, Steve Rogers." And he's like, "What's up?" And you say, "Your mama wears combat boots." And he got pissed off and punched you as hard as he could. What would happen? Would you live? Would you die? Would you wish you'd never said his mama wears combat boots? Well, that's what we're going to figure out today. We're going to answer the question, what would happen if Steve Rogers punched you as hard as he could? So a few things. One, I've made this Excel spreadsheet right here. And what this Excel spreadsheet is going to do is it's going to give us an answer. It's going to give us the answer to the question, what is the power of Steve Rogers? What happens if he hits you? We're going to try to find the answer to this calculation, force equals mass times acceleration. Now, this is all going to be easy. I'm going to put in all the numbers, and all you guys have to do is just say, wow, that's crazy. And then, yeah, we'll just go from there. So what we're going to do here is we're going to look at Steve Rogers in the scene from the Avengers, whereby he was punching the I guess the heavy bag, if that's what you want to call it. I'm not really sure what the correct term is here, but we're going to time these little intricacies here. So the first thing we're going to time is from a position whereby he has his fist cocked back, how long it takes him to make contact with the punching bag. So if you guys are ready, let's try this. Okay, so that was fast. 0.02 seconds. That's absolutely nuts. He punched in a fraction of a second. So going to our Excel spreadsheet, what we can do here is we can punch in 0.02 seconds. All right, what that tells us is he was moving at 0.04 miles per hour. What we did is we took this 0.2 second calculation or 0.02 second calculation and we punched it in and we converted meters per second to miles per hour. And so from here, the next thing that we do is we ask the question, when he punches the bag, how long does it take from the bag to, I guess, leave his fist and actually get knocked off the chain and then land on the ground? All right, what that's going to do is it's going to give us the acceleration of the bag. It's basically going to tell us how much force he put onto the bag itself. So if you guys are ready, let's jump into this. Okay. So that was ridiculously fast. That was absolutely nuts. Now, what we're going to do here with that time frame, 0.4 seconds or 0.04 seconds, is we're going to put this in here initially as feet. All right, what we're going to say is, for the sake of argument, the distance between where he was standing and where the bag landed, we'll say it's about 11 feet or so. So we'll go ahead and we'll punch in 11 feet here. Now, we know that 1 foot equals 0.3048 meters. And so this is the calculation that we get. Now, putting in the time, we'll say 0.4, I think seconds it was. All right, what this tells us is that when he punched the bag, that when he hit the bag came off and landed at 8.382 meters per second squared. I know it's kind of like, crazy, but just bear with me for a second. All right, so what we do here is, because this is squared, but we can't really represent it there, we're just going to punch this in here as 838 meters per second. Now, we're going to say, for the sake of argument, that the bag is, I don't know, how heavy are heavy bags? I mean, heavy bags normally, they go anywhere between 110 to 120 pounds, I think, or something like that. So we'll say like 55 kilograms. All right. The force in which he hit that bag was 46,090 newtons. All right. Off the top of my head, doing a calculation, I'd say that's somewhere around 9,100 pounds. I could be wrong. Somebody correct my math, or somebody check and make sure that I'm right here, those of you guys who are watching. Basically meaning that from a standing position, with his arm cocked back, hitting with full force, Steve Rogers hit that bag and knocked it off the chain at 9,100 pounds of pressure. That would be like getting hit by a Ford Excursion traveling at 26 miles per hour. That's Steve Rogers standing at a resting position. That's not Steve Rogers running up on you and punching the hell out of you. While getting punched by Steve Rogers would not be enough to liquefy your brain, it would certainly be enough to shatter your skull. So I hope that answers your all's question. This was fun. We could do this more often. Like, what would happen if Thor threw his hammer at you? That would be nuts. That would be a ridiculously difficult one, but that would be fun to do. That'd be interesting. I think it'd be a lot easier than this one, but it'd still be pretty fun. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.